What's up guys, Gemma here. I'm back again for another awesome retro game hunt, video game hunt, whatever you guys want to call it, and we're kicking off in CEX. Now this was a little bit ad hoc, so I'm going to pop a disclaimer in right now. When I do retro game hunts for the channel, typically I have like quite a big rig with me with the DSLR, tripod, mic, GoPro, you name it. But this was, like I said, a little bit ad hoc. It wasn't planned. This is spare of the moment stuff, and it's all filmed on my iPhone 7 Plus, so it's still nice 1080p 60 frames per second output, but it's not to the usual quality that I like to go for. But we can park that. You guys are just here to see some awesome games, and awesome games you are gonna see. Because as much as we start off in CEX, I'm going to be taking you guys to a different shop as well. We're going to be heading over to Mobile Exchange in Derby, in which we find some sealed Super Nintendo games, so stay tuned for that guys, because that is coming in this video. Now as ever, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I was actually on the lookout here for some fake cases, and I did spot one. As we know, CEX have been putting out fake cases, and when I say fake cases, for those of you that aren't familiar with the CEX scam, where have you been? They have been taking unboxed games and making their own reprints of cases, and they are as clear as they're just clear, alright? They're just flipping clear, okay? So let me know if you spot any. I did spot the one, and as I'm reeling through this edit, I will point it out exactly. But actually, I want to say I was quite impressed with this. I was very impressed with the sheer amount of Nintendo DS games that were in. I did pick up 4 games from this store. I think I spent like £9.50. And we do go upstairs, we take a look at some PS2, some original Xbox. There was actually quite a lot of stuff to kind of go through, so I was pretty stoked. Again, I was in Derby, so if you guys kind of live around Derby, around Nottingham, maybe even Sheffield, then definitely check out this CEX, some decent stuff in. Unfortunately, there wasn't many retro game consoles. Not that I would ever buy a retro game console from CEX, but you know, you saw the one in the window there, which was the crystal, one of the crystal variants of the Nintendo 64, boxed at £130. Now this actually picked up because of late I've been kind of on a bit of a wave race hankering on the Nintendo 64, so picked this up on the GameCube as I'd never played it, and being as though I think like Wave Race is such a hidden gem. Oh, pause, wait a sec, this is a fake case. This is a fake case. You can see where they've cut it. They've even cut some of the damn text off, and they're selling it for like 12 quid. Like, what? Great game, but not worth it for 12 quid. I actually wish I could find a proper copy of that, because I don't have it. But just skipping back, I've actually forgot what I'm going to say. So we'll just continue with this. So PS3 games, I think, you know, it is about time Sony gave us backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 4, and hoping that E3 2018, which is upon us, that we actually get that announcement, because for me, that is one of the only advantages over having an Xbox One, is that it is backwards compatible. And unfortunately the PlayStation 4 is yet to be backwards compatible, and if you're a streamer like me as well, it would be nice to play some of these awesome PlayStation 3 titles. I'm dying to stream 3D Game Heroes for you good people, but unfortunately can't do it as there's no HDCP way around bypass on the PlayStation 3. Sad times. So yes, you saw it there guys, the infamous wall of FIFA games, which every store seems to have. I just feel so bad. Like, you know, when you buy a FIFA game, if you're a FIFA fan, you buy like FIFA whatever, FIFA 2018, it probably loses value pretty darn quickly. There's so many of them about, and they're just released obviously every year, and I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. I'm not a football kind of girl. Definitely not a football gamer. But if you are, let me know what is it about those games that you really enjoy. Let me know in the comment section below. I would love you to sell me on a little bit of FIFA. Now, upstairs, this was new. They moved the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox original games all the way upstairs. There were some PC games, not overly fussed about like tangible PC games. I'm more of a kind of download from Steam kind of girl. But I do like to show everything because I make these videos for us all. It's not just about me. And as much as I knew I wasn't going to buy any PC games, I just want to show you guys, because when you see something you want to buy it, then yeah, that's cool. That's why I love doing these videos. And let me know, would you like to see more out and about stuff? They're definitely my favourite kind of videos to do. If I do planned retro game hunts, then like I say, I'll take like my rig with me and it'll be way more professional than this. But if not, then we just kind of capture some footage. Now, I've never seen this before, so I wanted to kind of make a bit of a spectacle of it. Is it worth 20 quid? Sometimes, like you guys say on my social media that CX is a rip-off. Sometimes it is, and I think that's just like any store, but sometimes you can find really good bargains, and that's where we kind of come in as a community here on my channel, and we just let those comments go in the section below. Shenmue, I was actually playing this the other day, like Shenmue 2 on my original Xbox. Head over to the Lady Lounge game room tour. It'll be linked in the cards. You'll see a couple of my Xboxes. But I was having a whale of a time. I was just kind of getting back into it. What with the HD remake of Shenmue and Shenmue 2 coming to next generation consoles, I kind of figured I'd step back. I really needed to lock up the Dreamcast and play it on the original hardware. So just as we take one last look at these PlayStation 2 games, because we're about to head over the streets into Mobile Exchange. I've not seen this before. I wish I'd have picked it up. Always been a Destruction Derby fan. I would actually really enjoy seeing like either a HD remake or a brand new game to the Destruction Derby franchise. Classic, man. Playing in the bowl on the PlayStation 1, just smashing stuff up, having fun with my friends. Mate, they were the best times ever, and for me, nostalgia is a sell. I love it, man. It just rips through my heart. I love it so much, the nostalgic feeling in video games. Like I said, guys, one last whip around. We're going to take a look at Mobile Exchange. You ain't going to want to miss this. So, looking into the window then. Pretty obvious, but here we go. We're an N64 box. I will say this now. This is quite a pricey store. It's lovely. I had a chat with the owner. Very, very nice. He actually knew I was. And shout out to Rob actually that said hi in CEX, recognised me, stopped for a quick chat. That was cool. Respect to you, Rob. Thanks for saying hi, mate. I hope you enjoyed getting your Crash Bandicoot t-shirts. But yeah, just coming back to this, some really nice stuff. This Starwing console, immaculate. I actually don't own that variant. As much as I own Star Fox and Starwing, so NTSC and PAL, I don't own that console variant, and it was £150. He said he'd do it for me for 130, but it's not worth 130 to me. And then there was a more beat up version right there of Starwing, so I'll probably be looking at kind of sourcing that variant sometime soon. But let me know what you think would be a good price to pay on a Starwing variant of the Super Nintendo. Now, speaking of, I'm just taking a good glance here at some unboxed PAL Super Nintendo games. There were plenty of NTSC unboxed, which you guys can see right here as well. I actually own Cool World. It's very rare on PAL because it was a Spanish region release only. It's a dime a dozen on NTSC, but it's super rare on PAL. And speaking of super rare, guys, check this. some factory sealed Super Nintendo games. Okay, NTSC region, but boy are these nice to see. And he got these at the back for me because we were having a chat. Cool World, like I just said, I was explaining to him that I picked it up for $6 cart only from a store in New York a couple of years ago. And these were not priced. Never seen power moves around, like never seen that. Don't get me wrong, I was tempted, but there are other things that I want. I need to start kind of prioritising stuff rather than just being so impulsive. And there weren't that many gems, aside from like power moves, which I probably would have wanted to play. I wasn't overly interested. If there was like a hidden gem there, I would have been all over it. But they weren't priced, and another staff member was actually due to price them up, so I have no clue what they were priced at. I don't think they would be overly expensive anyway. Now, like I said, this store is really, really nice. It's a great selection of games. We've got some cube stuff, there was some 32X, there was some Mega CD. You're gonna get to see it all in this video, so don't go anywhere. And of course, a nice 32-bit selection of PlayStation 1 games. Again, nothing caught my eye. I'm like scoping this out, but you know, it's pretty local to me, and if I do see anything, jogging back through this edit, I will go back in, or I'll just give the guy a message on Facebook and just say, hey, I'm really interested in this. The Super NES kind of base set, you would think my friend Matt used to have that. But yeah, it was just cool to see. Now, decent kind of prices on Unboxed Dreamcast, 45 quid, not too bad. Master System is probably, I'm gonna hopefully none of you will take offence to this, the Master System is probably my least favourite retro game console. I mean, aside from like the Wonder Boy titles, nothing massively appeals to me. But yeah, we'll kind of leave that there. That's a debate for social media. Now, Sega Saturn stuff, cool. I actually own that 32X game that you saw there as well, and I own this. This was £110. I've actually seen that for 80 with the Mega Drive, and that was in Game and Movie in Sheffield. Also did a tour of that probably about 4 weeks ago, so go and check that out in the Out and About playlist in my channel. That was absolutely killer. There was like an awesome ultra rare Sega console. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys in case you haven't seen it, but you know, nonetheless, you can go and watch it after this video. So great selection of original Xbox. I'm really into my original Xbox at the moment, and this was nice because everything was in alphabetical order, which is, to be honest, one of the downsides to my Lady Lounge, like the games from here. I don't put any of my games in alphabetical order because I'm adding to them so much. I just can't be bothered, man. I have a busy life. I work full time and I do have YouTube part time, which is insane. But it was nice to see everything alphabetized in the store. It's super easy just to kind of scope it out and just see if there's anything there. Nothing piqued my fancy, but again, I'll probably go back. I might go back. Well, I will go back. I'll probably go back pretty soon actually, because there's a couple of things I've seen. But this is pretty much going to take us to the end of the video, guys. So if you are not subscribed, make sure you thump that red button. Give this video a little share, and don't forget to check out other Out and About videos. I have a ton of stuff. In fact, I will make the entire card list Out and About stuff, so go and check it out. There's loads and loads of rare consoles that I've come across, like the Netty Rosie, the PlayStation 1. But for now, my name's Gemma. Take care. Guys, love ya. See you Friday.